Hey guys, I have no idea where the mic is on this. I'm trying to protect it from all the wind that is coming my way at the moment. Um, just come out for a walk. It's the first time in, well, for a walk, it's the first time in literally months, probably 6 months. And, as you might know from one of my previous videos, I actually hurt my leg a little while back, just before Christmas. And this is the first time really that I've actually bothered to come out and do any exercise. But yeah, today's been a day of immense frustration, and I haven't really been feeling all that great. Um, you know, I've been sort of tackling my demons with regards to content, and I am one of the first things that I decided to focus on is actually beginning to structure content. You know, figuring out a structure for that content, what it's going to look like. Um, what the beginning's going to be, what the end's going to be, what the middle bit's going to be, what the story's going to be, and stuff like that. And usually I'm quite ad hoc with my videos at the moment, but I wanted to sort of pursue a more kind of carefully thought out structure about what I'm going to say. And that's not to say that it's going to be invented or anything like that. It's based on my own sort of life experience always, and true stories, things that I've actually experienced in my life. And it really has been one of those days today. But what I have noticed though is that I've been sat around, and I've been sat in front of the computer. My tendency is to sit there for long periods of time and just get stuck, just feel stuck. And it's almost like this thing that I can describe as the wall. It's like an emotional wall. There's literally a sense of not being able to express myself properly, or express what I'm feeling, or talk about properly what I'm feeling, convey my emotions, convey what's happening. And this can cause problems with emotions and all kinds of stuff. So it's like emotions, and it's I'll be blunt, it fucking pisses me off. I get really sick of it at times. And it's like I do feel stuck sometimes right in the center of it. And then of course my question is, well, what the hell do I do about this? What do I do about it? It's like, how can I even begin to get into a space where I'm actually feeling like I'm going to be able to speak about things? And I think there's a number of issues, there's a number of problems that tend to come up for me. And I tend to get stuck on the same things every time. And of course it's happened to me now. I'm doing this video and exactly the same mechanism is coming up. And I think the mechanism is that I have this inspiration to do the content. I have an idea. That's great, because that's a start, because I never even used to get that a couple of years ago. I'd literally just be speaking ad hoc on my, on here, and that would be what would come out. So I'm getting an inspiration to do video, I'm getting ideas, and then I sit down and I kind of try to hash out the ideas. And that's when things start to dry up. It's literally a case of I'm sat there, I've got a great idea, and as soon as I get to the computer, as soon as I get sat on the computer or on my phone, or I start trying to write something, I get these feelings of dread. It's like, suddenly it becomes a burden. I've got to do this thing, and it's like, oh God, I just want to get it over and done with. And and then that leads me to sit there for a very long time. It's almost like I'm trying to force myself to do this, force myself to do it, to get out of the way. It becomes like every other job that I've had, every other thing that I've had that I felt like I had to do. And it really is, it just feels like a burden. And it's like I don't want to go through the hard emotions, I don't want to go through the hard feelings, but at the same time, if I want to address this, then I have to broach those feelings. I have to kind of sort of come I have to come face to face with them. And you know, I think the thing I'm getting wrong is that I'm pushing hard against them, and all my focus is going on defeating this thing rather than actually, well, you know, the task that I've set myself out to do. So yeah, it just, you know, it really does sometimes feel like the most impossible task. It's like the most difficult thing you can possibly do is come up against your fears and anxieties and your problems and begin to try and resolve them. And I guess in a way I get impatient because I want to resolve it all now, but you know, of course that's not what it's all about, right? You resolve your problems one step at a time. And although it's hard to see this at times, they are like a blessing, because they're giving you valuable data, they're giving you information about what is going on for you, what you're feeling, and then with that data you can do something useful. You can try different things, maybe, but in a sense it's more about being there with emotions. So I'm not going to talk much more, guys. My arms are aching because I'm holding the camera up at the moment. The wind isn't too bad, but anyways. So I'll speak to you very soon, guys. I'll take it easy, and I'll speak to you very soon.